Hey everyone, today we're going to be having a look at Figma Weave's new Gen Effect node tool. It's really cool, you can do some awesome things with it, and yeah, we're going to go through a demo and have a look. So first off, we're going to go up into the panel in the corner. I'm just going to type Gen and we get the new Gen Effect panel. And essentially what you do here is just describe the effect that you would like to generate. Now, I'm quite used to coding my own apps and effects using Claude. This is a different approach. You want to describe this in natural language, not in infinite detail, or it's going to fail. So I've got one here. So just create an image effect that turns an image into a colored block mosaic effect. I want some controls. So I'm going to control a mosaic size, shape, rotation, and background color. And then we just hit generate. Okay, so once that's finished, we just pull our image file into the mosaic blocks. And I can change the background color. I want to change it to be pretty similar to the background that's already there. Let's go like that. And then I can change the size of the blocks. I can change it to a hexagon, and I can also change the rotation of those blocks. So super easy and cool to create effects. Um, and yeah, if you want the image to download, we just go to export, drag out an export node, attach that up, and we can click export up the top here, and we click export, and we'll get our PNG. So that's pretty cool. But I think everyone's like exploring kind of these image effects, and there's lots of them already online. So I wanted to really try something different and see what would happen if I had all of these vectors here of Australian animals and see what happens if I actually put a pattern in them. So let's have a look at this one. So you can see it's pretty cool. I have sliders here where I can change the bandwidth, the ripple amount, the balance of that black and white. And I think that's really cool. So having a look at that prompt, so you can see I've specified the colors and everything that's going on, but again, just written in natural language. So then I was thinking, this is cool and all, but it still looks a bit kind of sharp and not very natural. So I was thinking, what if I created a riso effect? So my prompt here was simply create a riso texture. I talked about the ink behavior, the grain, registration, and yeah, a few other things. So that means that I can then change the registration shift to make it look more like a riso print. I can change the ink grain, which isn't great, but I can also change the paper color, things like that. So really cool, but I wasn't really loving how that was working. Looks a little fake, so I thought I would try it out in Nano Banana, and I'm really liking what happened here. But that's a different effect. So from there, I was like, okay, what about motion? Can we do that? So I took my kangaroo and I just wrote a prompt specifically for creating an animation using Seedance, and it gives us this. So I was kind of happy with that. I think it's kind of cool. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to apply that same Gen Effect node that I did before, but to the animation. And to my surprise, it actually worked. It does kind of move the kangaroo around the, pattern that's in the background, essentially, which could have been kind of circumvented by actually creating an image of it first. But so, yeah, I wanted to do this process. And then I thought, oh, can I apply another effect onto it? So I got my node from before, which you can just simply do by saying drop down and duplicate, and it's going to give you a blank one. But I simply applied that, the riso texture on it was. So I grabbed the riso texture, I duplicated it, and we can see if we run it again, we just hook that up. and almost instantly it creates that reso out of it, but I can still change the registration shifts and all within a video, which I think is super cool and has so much potential of, what we could do with this. So really, really fun new tool, something for you to try out. Let me know how you go and share your creations with me.